So, Notify has recently come out with a new post that I wanted to share with you all because, yes, Prismatic Evolutions, we're getting even more Prismatic Evolutions at Costco. Seems like Pokemon really is cutting out the middleman, the distributor, and this is now like the fourth drop we've gotten in these warehouse retail stores. We got Prismatic Evolutions Elite Trainer Box Booster Bundle bundles just recently, right? Very recently for the second time. We just got the Sam's Club bundle, another sort of a warehouse place, right? And now Costco, once again, a third time they're getting product. It's for a new one, which I will highlight here. It points something that I've been talking about for a while now. It's a different product. It's not the booster bundle and the Elite Trainer box. It is the mini tints. And like I said, I think this is indicative of some things I've been saying. But let's just read this post. So, official look: Prismatic Evolutions mini tin bundle. Limit of one per membership. So, Pokemon is, or Costco rather, is putting pretty strict limits, which I think is a good thing. Obviously, people are still getting around it, the evil scalpers, and they're finding ways to get around this. Yeah, that's still a thing, but they are, trying to crack down on scalping. Costco is pretty good at that. So, official images of Costco's new Prismatic Mini Tin bundle loaded. Costco has just uploaded official images for the new Prismatic Evolutions Mini Tin bundle coming both online and in store late September. So that is not that far away, guys. That's about a month away. Pictured is an official look from their website back end as they loaded the product description early this morning. Our monitoring system has detected the product being loaded on the back end of their website for in-store and online. The online bundle will contain a 2-pack including 8 mini tins and all promo cards pictured. So this is what you'll be getting on the online version. Usually on the online version, it's like a 2-pack. I don't know why they do it like that, but it was the same thing, I believe, with the booster bundle and the ETB. It was a 2-pack, and I'm pretty sure the Blooming Waters was the exact same thing, and it's the same thing here. So if you're buying in store, it's going to be a singular, probably 8 mini tin bundle, which is one of each of the artworks of the evolutions. Early links for US and Canada have been loaded into their Discord, obviously, because they need to make money, right? Whoever owns this thing. A link in bio for a premium Discord if you are looking to access the best Costco monitors out there. I'll say this again, if you want to pay for these drops, you can. But I think, if anything, the bots, or if anything, are probably going to beat you. But hey, if you want to pay the money and take a chance, go ahead. If you want to pay for the Discord, you guys know my stance. I don't pay for a single Discord. I probably never will. But moving on, let's talk about what the outcomes of this sort of reprint, if you want to call it that, which it is pretty much, right, of Prismatic Evolutions. So big thing to note here, guys. This is mini tins, okay? They're mini tins. This specific product is not the most sought after product. It's not an ETB. It's not a booster bundle. That's one thing you have to know. This is a mini tin. So mini tins, the only thing I see, other than the mini tins, obviously themselves, prices dropping, loose pack prices may drop. Other than that, pretty much every single other product is most likely not going to be affected. It's going to be probably specifically mini tins and singular packs. Now, individual mini tins are pretty expensive depending on which artworks you get. Some of the most expensive ones are Sylveon. This is about $34. Pretty expensive for a mini tin. You divide that by 2 because there's 2 packs. You're paying $17 per pack, which is like, I think, $7 more than what right now Prismatic is going for. So you're paying quite a premium for the tin. And obviously, I think there's like a card and a code inside and a coin. So yeah. And then here we have the Umbreon one, which is about $30. So yeah, another one that's pretty expensive. You're paying $15 a pack. Same thing. And the Espeon is also pretty expensive. This is $33. Now, the one thing that's probably not going to be affected as much is the Prismatic Evolutions mini tin display. It's sort of like with ETBs, where the cases right now are still a bit more than the loose Elite Trainer Box price if you were to multiply by 10. Same thing's probably going to apply here with the displays. We are seeing it with booster bundle displays, guys. The same thing. Booster bundles, when they are reprinted, right? They've reprinted 1 million of those booster bundles of 151. The displays are like $1,200, $1,300. Individual booster bundles right now are like $85. So there is quite a, or actually I think the displays are like $1,400 more so. So there is quite a, or maybe it is $1,200, $1,300. But there is quite a premium on those displays. Now, mini tins definitely are not as popular as booster bundles, so the premium isn't going to be as extreme. But long term, there will probably be more of a premium on the display for mini tins than the individual ones. Just because when they do reprints and stuff like this from these stores, like this Costco bundle, they're not sealed displays. So something worth noting. It is interesting that Costco always has like their own like unique sort of display boxes or the products. Like in my opinion, it's like, why can't they just sell full blown displays? Obviously, that'd be like a good pickup point for like buying displays and sealed stuff. But I guess they have their own reasons why. I guess how they want to display it, I don't know. But for investors, that could be a sign that, you know what, displays are a better investment sealed than individual ones. If you don't want to have to deal with maybe reprints of stuff, possibly dropping the price of your product, displays could be more kind of, anti reprint or like reprint sort of proof in a way where just they don't get affected as much. So that's one thing I will point out here, that the displays will probably hold value a little bit better over time than the individual mini tins because they are being reprinted at Costco. Now, the big thing I wanted to mention here, which is other than just talking about this reprint of Prismatic is coming in like a month, is something I've been talking about. So ETBs, we've gotten at this point 3 like reprints of ETBs, one from Costco, one from Sam's Club, and one recently from Costco once again. But I've been talking about it, and this sort of proves my point. Pokemon, you can see they are cutting out the middleman seemingly. I mean, they're just dropping them at Costco or Sam's Club's getting the Lucario Tyranitar box of Prismatic Evolutions. At some point, which maybe this is the turning point I've been talking about, Pokemon is going to stop reprinting specific products they've been reprinting for a long time now. Pokemon in the past 3 months has been heavily reprinting ETBs, and that's what I've been talking about recently. There will be a point where Pokemon moves to other products. They're not going to print ETBs, only ETBs, for the next year, year and a half, however long this is in print for, right? I've been talking about this. At some point, it's going to turn around. They're going to print other products. The fact we've gotten 3 reprints within the past 2 months is crazy. That's a lot of supply, guys. And prices have been steady at $100, plus or minus $5. They've been at this price point from all of these reprints. And I've been talking about how if you can find any of these from anywhere from $80 to $100, even $110, if you have to pay that much after taxes, whatever, when they stop reprinting ETBs, we are going to look back at this point. Wow, it got reprinted 3 times. The lowest it dropped was like $95. I didn't pick any up. Once they stop reprinting the ETB, guys, look at 151 ETBs. That's the only proof you need to see that once they stop reprinting ETBs, it does not matter how much they print of other products, this will continue to go up. And you have to remember, this is a specialty set. The top product is the Elite Trainer Box. Once they stop printing the most collectible, the most popular product for a specialty set, the prices are going to drastically increase. It doesn't matter. They reprint ETBs or not, reprint mini tins. They reprint other collection boxes. It's not going to affect the ETB price. In a perfect example, look at 151. The data shows, right? Even Paldean Fates, the data shows. So that's something I've been talking about for a while now. And in my opinion, this is just some sort of confirmation that maybe they were starting to move away from reprinting the ETBs and they're moving on to some of these other products like mini tins and, Sam's Club has that premium collection box. Why wouldn't they just keep reprinting ETBs? Why are they reprinting now mini tins? Like I've said before, I don't think Pokemon wants to print specific products, only, specific products into the ground. They seemingly will print some products. They've printed a good amount of these ETBs. Now they're moving on to the next thing. I think that's just how they do it. And it looks like that might be what they're doing now. Same thing with the booster bundle. I believe booster bundles probably more often will be reprinted than the ETB. But these ones, have recently, these, ETBs have been dropping a tiny bit, but barely from where they're at previously. And the same thing's sort of happening with the booster bundle. This is from like the second Costco drop. They haven't dropped a bunch. But booster bundles, I would say, is a product that I wouldn't be as bullish on than ETBs because seemingly booster bundles do get reprinted more so throughout the print cycle or print, run or whatever, like for sets that are in print. They seemingly get printed more than ETBs. So, I think this is just a sign of what I've been saying where Pokemon is going to start going to other products. They're not only going to reprint ETBs into the ground forever. And I feel like the recent reprints we've been getting a huge amount of supply was just an obvious buying point And I think this sort of just cements what I've been trying to say. I'm not saying it's impossible for them to reprint ETBs in the future, but the likelihood they only reprint ETBs consistently and this is the product they reprint, to me, is unlikely. And I think they are starting to move on to some other products. So that's all I want to share with you all here. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.